Hey, this is back again with another daily doodle. Today I'm going to be coloring another excerpt from Tales from the Crypt Keeper 7. And this video is going to be coloring some diapers and nappies and some undies. So we also might get to this background over here, this bed and pillows that they're on top of. We'll see how far we can get with this coloring in 10 minutes. So we're going to start by showing you that I've got a flat coloring layer down here. This is Photoshop CC something. You can look down in the video's description for all my software. I'm going to use the flat layers copy to select a selection. I'm going to get a color for the shading. We're going to select a brush and move on to shading, nappies, diapers, whatever you want to call them. Here we go. We're going to show that a light source is kind of coming from right around here, right around her belly. Let's see, we're going to have some darkness out here on the back and brightness over here. Pretty much darkness over here. We might show a little bit of variation. Alright, so not much to that. Alright, where's the light coming from here? It's coming from probably right above her head. We're gonna kind of get the background, or the backside is going to be dark, and we're going to just kind of show some form using the shading. Let's get this a little bit smaller. We want to show this is a kind of a mass right here. This is Tales from the Crypt Keeper 7, and it is supposed to come out December 30th, the kind of like the day before New Year's Eve. Let's see. The pre-order is also looking to be around December 20th, right before Christmas. We've got some snow coming down outside. It is freezing cold out here. Definitely sweatpants and slippers and bathrobe weather. Not very sexy about clothing, but hey, it's about comfort these days. I guess that's the benefit of working from home. You don't have to look nice for people. All right, so we've about got this covered. I'm going to give it a very light touch over here, just a little bit of a form so it doesn't look like a big shape or flat shape. I'm going to give it a little bit of shading down there, and now we're pretty much done. Something else I also wanted to mention today was I've got Amazon Prime, because with the holiday shipping, it's really nice. I like to do all my Christmas shopping online, mostly through Amazon. There was a really good deal Friday on Poe Dameron's helmet, like $45, and it's usually $80. So I got one of those, and I've got a Poe Dameron costume coming in the mail. I'm really excited about that. It should get here tomorrow. Maybe I'll post a picture or something on DeviantArt. But this is gonna be my first cosplay thing, so I'm really kind of pumped, and I'm excited to get to work on more like add-ons to the costume, because it's not like a full costume. So that will be a work in progress. I really like a Stormtrooper armor set eventually, but those things are so expensive, and it just requires like a high degree of high degree of difficulty to make those things, and just not a good thing to start cosplaying on, I feel like. So yeah, Poe Dameron's outfit or Rebel X-Wing pilot, maybe I'll make it into that. But anyways, yeah, so I was saying I've been watching some movies as I color, and I watched the movie Silence. Martin Scorsese's the director on that. I watched Silence and the new Keanu Reeves movie where he's a lawyer. I don't know the name of it, but I need to look that up. I'm sorry, but both those movies, they're very like good cold weather movies. They're not blockbuster movies. They're very, I guess, emotional kind of like thought-provoking movies. Good movies to just kind of sit down and watch on a cold, dark night. People in the southern hemisphere, I guess it's probably like summer for you, so it might not be the right time to watch that movie, but they're not funny movies. They're definitely serious movies, but I really enjoyed both of them. So if you have Amazon Prime, I would say look those up if you're looking for like a serious kind of interesting, thought-provoking movie. Okay, so we've got the undies and the nappies drawn. We're going to move on to the bed. And I have all this blacked out up here just because this is a video for YouTube. It has to be kind of family friendly, and I don't want to show too much of what's going on up there. But there is, let's see, 2/3 of a page up there that I've got to kind of block out. And I'm sorry about that. But here's my plan for these bed sheets. I am going to just kind of shade them as though there's no light source, and then I'm going to come in with the multiply layer, and then with that multiply layer I'm going to make it look like there is a light source. So first I'm just going to do what is this called? I'm just kind of adding the form to this bed sheet, like there's wrinkles in the covers, you know. And then we're going to come in with the multiply layer, make it have a light source then. Let's see here. And it's going to look pretty cool. So I haven't planned this out, but I just know I've done it from experience to know kind of how it's going to turn out. At least I think. Might prove myself wrong here, but I've almost got these sheets drawn. And originally these sheets were red, but then I was thinking I'm not sure that red is the best color. It's kind of gives the wrong tone, I think, for it. It makes it feel kind of gory or something. So I went with more kind of like a sexy red color. Okay, so we're still going to do kind of like forms in the sheet, wrinkles in the sheet over here. And this little girl's got kind of wrinkles in the sheet by her too. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and just give that a little bit there. Alright. So now we got all these wrinkles in there, and we're going to come up onto our multiply layer. We're going to reduce the saturation. When it gets farther over here, that is more saturated, and when it gets farther over here, that's less saturated. We're going to go with a very light saturation, and we might kind of move it down to a bluish, more blue. It's actually probably now like a violet. So now we're going to give this like a spotlight look. You see it retains the wrinkles, but it also makes it look like it's in the shadow back there. And we are now seeing something like a spotlight around these girls. We're going to give a shadow down below her. Alright. I guess there would be a shadow coming from behind her too. If the light's over, well, actually the light's going that way, so let's undo that. And just give a light bit of shadow over here. I don't know where her hands would be actually, so I'm just going to guess that they're right there. Alright, see, now that looks cool. We also have these pillows back here, so we're going to get these pillows dark. We'll probably do it the same way Only I want these pillows to be pretty dark, since we'll go into hue and just darken these back here. Maybe a little bit lighter. There we go. Actually, just a slight bit darker. I apologize. Here we go. Now we're going to go ahead and just use that same color. I'm going to desaturate it a little for the shadows. And here we go. We need to show some wrinkles coming in from this pillow over here. And I'm going to go pretty big and go low flow and do just a slight gradient. Oop, that came down too hard. Okay, so we got a nice little pillowy softness here. Okay, now for the next one. I've been getting some comments about Windy Wonka, and I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for sending your comments and requests for Windy Wonka Chapter 2. I am still in the brainstorming and collecting ideas stage, so there's still time to send in requests and stuff for the next chapter in Windy Wonka if you want to do that. Alright, now we're going to move on to the multiply layer. We're going to go ahead, desaturate that, move it up to kind of violet. In my last commission, I had to figure out the difference between violet and purple. And there's not much of a difference, but purple is stronger. It looks like a more intense purple. Well, purple is more intense than violet. That's the difference. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it. That's where I got my information from, because the internet never lies. All right, so here we go. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and darken these up a little bit more. They look a little too bright, a little too colorful. There we go. It's nice and faded back there. Uh-oh, I have a phone call. And I'll just get that in a moment. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and really darken this up back there. And we're done with that background. Now for the green screen background, I will be doing that. Maybe I'll do that in another video. But if you'd like to see more videos, if you're enjoying these and they're helping you, please give me a thumbs up or subscription. You can use the subscription to be notified of next videos. Leave a comment if you need to. And thanks for watching. I will catch you later. This is Okayokayokok.